It's time for another tale from the glass-guarded world. Ashley plays Tara Dane, the human fighter. Josh is Zartok, the tiefling wizard. And Gaston, the rogue and bard. Jessica is Coral Petrichor, the Genasi druid. And Mama Sass, the half-orc bard and barbarian. And Chris plays Aster Fortuna, the rogue and bard extraordinaire, who is still under the effect of a powerful charm. The Glass Guardians are still in Dorfolk, one of 2 cities that controls access to a canal that crosses the belt, allowing ships to sail between the North and South Oceans. They originally hoped to do a bit of quick shopping here, but word of their exploits has traveled, and the residents and military of Dorfolk are handling the party very carefully. To encourage friendly relations with the ruler of the city, the Sorcerer Queen, Labestra, Tara has proposed a deal that might help the heroes defeat Laverian and his magic wand of cold. They're going to discuss this deal at a dinner with the Sorcerer Queen, but first, Tara wants to get that shopping done.
Last time, Josh and Ashley weren't here, but we recorded a little side exploration with Aster as he traveled around the castle with his good friend Ayeth.
Yep. Are we going to explain what happened to the players?
Things got wild.
Uh-oh.
Are we going to surprise them?
I think we'll see what happens when you show up.
Okay.
So meanwhile, Tara and Mama Sass and Papa Gaston returned to Corellin's Needle under military escort, and you were directed to land in a market square in the city, where you would be met by more soldiers and you would be allowed to do your shopping. Is there anything you want to do before we just skip to landing the ship? Is there anything you want to ask about on the way? Is there anything you want to talk about with your crew when you return to Corellin's Needle?
I guess we'll tell them what happened.
So you fill in Zartok and Lumpen and Ansna and Gerlos and Coral.
Yes.
Right? Do they have any questions?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, the ship lifts off, flies toward the city, and lands in a market square as directed, where you are met by more soldiers again. There is, of course, later tonight, a grand feast planned for the evening at the palace, and the Glass Guardians are invited, but for now, you're just going to do your shopping. You land in the city without trouble, and a small band of soldiers this time, led by Lieutenant Edgar, who you've met before, meets you as your ship lands. And the crowd keeps their distance from your ship and keeps their distance from you. They seem a little nervous about the whole arrangement, but Lieutenant Edgar is, of course, being polite as usual. You've told him you're interested in doing some shopping, maybe for magic items, and he says he can escort you to a market nearby where some magic is sold.
Okay.
All right, so he says, follow me, please, this way. And he and his soldiers lead you to a nearby market square, a busy square with merchants selling bright clothing, jewelry, and street food. There are several magic vendors, and the whole area is wet from the rain that's been going on steadily since you arrived, although it has recently cleared up as you made your flight here. Nonetheless, you can see all the cobblestones glistening. You can hear the water trickling through some sewer nearby. And you can see there are several magic vendors. I'm also going to let the standard rule apply. If you want to buy some potions of healing, you can just buy those. They're 50 gold each.
Question, who's coming along on this shopping trip? Obviously, Tara is.
Good question. Yeah, who's coming?
Mama Sass comes, Coral stays on the ship.
Okay. Gerlos is going to stay on the ship because he doesn't have any money.
Oh, we haven't been paying our people?
I mean, Mama Sass has, well, some money, but not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a lot
Anson's
either.
staying on the ship. I guess Lumpin will too.
Gaston's going.
Okay. Zartok staying behind?
Yeah.
Okay. So the same crew gets off the ship. You can see a few different businesses around here. And for the sake of the listener, for these magic merchants, we're going to be using the Myriad Market, which is a publication you can get on the DM's Guild done by the House of Bob folks. And so it's original magic items and magic vendors created by our friends at the House of Bob. So the following merchants are available to you: Chapman's Charms, Pip's Boutique, Ing's Incredible Items, Jahan's Monster Bits, Bundley's Traveling Shoe Emporium, and Millie's Dungeon Surplus.
Okay, so I have some specific items that I am looking for. They can be mundane. In fact, one of them definitely is. And the others are just some way for if our ship is blown out of the sky, everyone either has a featherfall potion or a parachute or something. The other thing is carpenter's tools. That way we have the advantage on making repair checks to our ship.
Right.
That is so smart.
You can get carpenter's tools at the listed price for the standard cost of equipment. That's not a problem.
And then I don't know if, like, parachutes exist. I mean,
Parachutes do not exist. And these merchants, tell you what, I'll roll a luck check and see if you can find someone nearby. You don't find anyone nearby who happens to be selling potions of Featherfall. You do have these merchants here. You can see if they're selling something that might be helpful. But there's nobody who seems to be selling potions of Featherfall.
Is there anyone who looks particularly unafraid?
Unafraid?
Yeah, because everyone's kind of wary of us.
So Chapman's Charms is staffed by a monk who looks very friendly and not afraid. Pip's Boutique is staffed by a suspicious, untrustworthy-looking figure next to a ransacked building. Ing's Incredible Items appears to operate out of a sewer grate. And then Jahan's Monster Bits is there's what looks like a grizzled adventurer sitting by some strange-looking magic items made of monster pieces. She looks pretty confident and not afraid.
What kind of things does Chapman's Boutique sell?
Chapman's Charms sells... Well, you're going to walk up to it and see what's for sale?
Yes, I will.
You see a short, rotund monk with a friendly face standing before an attractively carved wooden stall featuring a pleasing display of items of simple make but high craftsmanship. A holy statue sits prominently in front of the items with a donation bin and an obvious sign reading, "Suggested donation, 50 gold pieces." The monk smiles at you and says, "Hello, welcome. My brothers and sisters at the monastery all work to create these charms and blessings. We are raising money to repair our village and give alms to the needy after the flood last month. All items are by donation. Give generously and receive generous blessings in return. Good karma comes to those who help others."
Where's your village located?
Okay, I'm going to say straight up here, this is not an adventure hook. Do not follow this adventure hook. Is not an adventure hook. Do not follow up on this. There is no village to rescue.
Let's follow
No.
this adventure hook,
No,
guys.
bad.
We need to help
Bad
this.
players.
This poor village.
Sorry, I'm just being friendly.
This is exactly what we need to do. We're destined for this, Mike. We're heroes.
He says, my village is to the south on the coast.
And what, do you happen to have anything that would, prevent someone from taking great bodily injury in a fall?
Let me look at these items here and see if one of them will do that. Yeah, well, sort of. So he says, yes, well, in a sense, the 9 lives charm might help you survive after you hit the ground.
He said might help you survive. Awesome.
Listeners can't see the look on Ashley's face, but it says a lot.
Might?
Well, yes, it increases the odds that you survive a devastating injury.
Okay.
He says, no matter how dire things may seem, the cat always lands on its feet. The cat grants its enduring resilience to those who pay it proper respect and attention, but is quick to shun those it deems unworthy.
Oh.
This is the 9 lives charm.
Well, I'm looking for something a little more better than a fickle cat. You happen to know anyone who might know feather fall?
No, I'm afraid I do not.
Okay.
Perhaps I could interest you in the Might of the Meek charm.
Go ahead.
This is a cloth patch featuring a horned beetle embroidered in red thread, intended to be sewn onto one's clothing. It brings to mind stories of inner strength. I don't know how it would bring to mind stories of inner strength, but okay. He says, humility breeds strength. Ultimate power can only be attained by those who have experienced ultimate fragility. The beetle guides the metamorphosis from nascent weakness to true potential. Should be nascent? Nascent, right?
I think
Nascent.
nascent.
Yeah. From nascent weakness to true potential.
I like nascent better.
Well, I don't think beetles are exactly my aesthetic.
Can we hold these things? Or are they
Sure.
like... Oh, yeah, Gaston's gonna look at both these things. They sound cool.
Okay. But he can't cast Identify.
So he asked for a 50 gold piece donation?
That's right.
Okay, Gaston will fish out 50 gold pieces and put it in the donation bin.
Okay. For which item?
He doesn't know yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, he has other items if you're interested in them.
Oh, yes, tell us more.
Well, there is the Beginner's Luck Charm. A charm for acolytes, granting them the luck of the beginner. It guides the blows of fledgling warriors as they selflessly train to earn their wings, while protecting them from ill fortune. It's a striking hempen bracelet, decorated with colorful beads and a deep green duck feather.
Okay, Gaston wants them all on the counter if there's a counter.
Okay, sure. There's also a fortune charm and an evil warding charm.
Fortune. Fortune sounds up Gaston's alley.
Oh, I wish Astel were here to help me decide. Mama Sass, what do you think? I think I am not a beginner. I am so not that, so that just doesn't fit. But I have so much inner strength, so that fits me.
I mean, you're kind of a beginner when it comes to warrioring. So it does kind of fit you there. I
That's
mean,
true.
you're an okay bard, but you're not much of a warrior.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so not dying, or I'll pick it. What do you think, Tara? For me?
You struck me as a fortune guy. I mean, I don't know what it does, but, you know.
Oh, that's true, but I have so much fortune already.
So as you're looking at this fortune charm, he says, don't lose sight of the path below you while looking skyward. Sometimes fortune only comes when you are not looking for it. Why not invest in your future karma with this wealth charm?
That doesn't work for you. You're always looking for your fortune.
This is a simple necklace made by stringing a leather strap through a hole in a copper coin.
Doesn't sound legit.
Yeah, that doesn't fit his aesthetic, does it?
Not showy enough.
No.
No, he would be wearing the coin,
I think we're between
unlike his finger.
the 9 lives and inner strength. Although even that would mess up his clothes, right? He's got to embroider that on.
I mean,
Okay,
I don't think anything says you have to embroider it on the outside of your clothes. Like you could,
put it on the
like
inside
it's
of
a
his
patch,
jacket.
so you could put it on the inside, I suppose.
Okay. All right, let's do odds. Odds. 9 lives, evens, beetle patch. Odds. We're going 9 lives thing.
Okay.
What's it called again, Mike?
9 lives charm.
Okay. So, college football recruiting season's upon us, and I don't think you guys probably know nothing about it, but they'll typically have the hats all in front of them, and then they'll make like a big show of it, like which hat they're gonna pick. So that's what Gaston does. He's like, "Oh, which one am I going to pick?" because he thinks everyone cares about this decision when nobody really does.
Nobody does.
So then he ends up picking up that the nine lives item.
Oh, this is why Aster needs to be with Papa. He cares.
Tara kind of notices that this is a moment, so she golf claps politely.
Tara.
Thank you.
Mama Sass rolls her eyes.
This actually matters for this donation, or for this purchase or donation, Josh. You're giving exactly 50 gold pieces. Gaston's not
that's
trying.
what he recommended.
Gaston is not trying to pocket any and give less than that. When he's not being generous and giving more than that, it matters how much you give.
So Gaston, used to do that. That's not a very good way to put that sentence together, but let's roll with it. So, historical Gaston behavior, that's what he would do, but he's trying to change what he does in some situations. So, yeah, it's 50 gold pieces in this case.
Okay. So you have a 9 lives charm. When you, I don't think it requires attunement. So I'll just tell you what it does now that you've purchased it, okay?
Okay.
Because this will be important if you're keeping it with you and using it. The next time you drop to 0 hit points, you gain advantage in your first death saving throw.
Ooh.
It's not nothing.
That's pretty good.
Okay. But he doesn't know what it does.
No. But
Okay.
but Josh does. And that
I
means
like
that Josh should, whenever Gaston drops to 0 hit points, if that were to happen, he should roll with advantage.
Now, is that a one-time thing, or is it every time you go down, the first death saving throw is
I think it's just a one-time thing.
Let it happen 9 times.
That makes sense. It's 9 lives charm.
That's fun.
Yeah.
9 charges. Normally, a charm like this is a really minor item that only works once, though, like a potion.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense given 50 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's got 8 of the lives got used already.
Oh, okay.
So they got 1 left.
They're selling you bad product.
Okay, Gaston likes it.
All right. Well, after you purchase that one, he pulls another one out from under the counter, and he puts one on the display.
Oh, that one has all 9 lives left. What's it? Give me that one. Give me the one with 1 left.
It is the same as the one you already got.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else want to get anything?
Not here.
Okay. The other vendors, there was Pip's Boutique with a shady-looking guy. There was someone apparently operating out of a sewer grate. And there's an adventurer, a tough-looking adventurer with some monster parts. There's an old man selling shoes. And then there's something called Millie's Dungeon Surplus, but you don't see anyone operating that one.
Is anybody selling weapons? That I see, like if I stroll around.
You see there's a quiver for sale over at Millie's Dungeon Surplus.
Nah.
That might be good for Tara to look at.
I don't see a weapon. No, I don't see anything that's just like an ordinary or a magic weapon. I don't see that in the list of items here.
I would like to check Millie's Dungeon Surplus.
Okay. All right. You come across an empty booth, and you stand there and look around, and I guess you, at some point, give up, turn to walk past it, but a soft voice calls out to you, and you turn back to the booth, which has suddenly sprouted a long, slimy gray pseudopod. The pseudopod grows a chunky hand that waves at you, motioning for you to approach. A slit opens in the front of the booth, which expands to present a maw full of rows of razor-sharp teeth and strings of mucus and drool. Why, hello there, darling. Welcome to my shop. I'm Millie. Looking for some surplus adventurer gear? You adventuring types leave all sorts of stuff behind in the dungeon. Well, I'm just a single mom with a lot of mouths to feed back home, so I figured I'd try to sell you some of this stuff. Some of my dungeon friends pitched in, too. It takes a village, after all. Take a look, hun.
Millie, do you have anything that would prevent someone from taking great bodily injury in a fall?
Let's see. Well, I got these mimic glue gloves that would maybe help you keep from falling in the first place. They would help you keep your grip.
Oh, no, there would be nothing to keep a grip on at this point.
Oh. Actually, you know what? There is a weapon here. A kama? A sickle? K-A-M-A?
Oh.
Yeah,
Meh.
but she says, no, I don't have anything to help somebody stop from falling.
Oh, okay. I guess what's the, quiver?
The quiver. This is a quiver with 2 compartments, one for arrows or bolts and one sealed with a cork. A strange liquid seeps out of the stopper that seems to shimmer and change colors depending on the light. And Millie says, "Oh, this is a great gift for any of the archers in your life. Dip an arrow or a bolt in this little compartment here to get a whole bunch of nice little benefits. Flaming arrows, lightning bolts, you never know what you're going to get. Now, isn't that fun?"
That is fun.
Yeah.
It kind of is, yeah.
How much is it?
Let's see here. It is... Oh, I have to roll, apparently. It's 500 gold pieces.
Wow, Millie.
Sounds cool.
Got a lot of mouths to feed.
So do I.
Are your children like you, or is this like, how does this work?
Oh, yes, they're like a lot like me.
Okay. Where is the dungeon you come from?
This is not a side quest.
Come on.
Oh, I couldn't possibly tell you. I got to protect my family.
God keeps telling us not to do things. This is so weird.
We were told that they were going to talk to us.
What is going on?
I can show you a picture if you want.
Gaston doesn't have 500 gold pieces, so this is not even a thing he can entertain.
As cool as that quiver is, there's no way Tara's going to spend 500 gold pieces on it.
It does some pretty cool stuff.
Gaston has 10,000 role-playing gold pieces.
There's Millie.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, so she is the booth.
Yes.
Is this is a Sean makes?
Yes.
Cool.
Hold on, don't get rid of it yet. I can't see it.
What?
Okay, let me see. There it is. Okay.
That is awesome.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's excellent.
I wonder how many adventuring parties would just walk up and just start attacking this.
I mean, Tara was a little bit concerned with the pseudopod thing. She has had bad experiences, but, she's being followed by Card, so there's
Millie
that.
is very friendly.
My goodness.
What's the little lantern thing? That's pretty.
Let's see. You know what? That's a censer. A large censer made of glass and copper with a chain and delicate filigree. Tendrils of differently colored gas can be seen swirling inside. She says, this one used to belong to a troglodyte friend of mine. Poor thing was self-conscious about his smell. Commissioned a warlock to make this for him. It's mighty good at absorbing smells, but little do we know it can release them later, too. Oh, dearie me, I still think about the poor treasure hunter who found that one out the hard way.
Oh, I was going to get that for the dorms on the ship, but I don't want it to, then release the smells. That would be not useful.
Did you say that Millie is a mimic? Is that what she was?
Yeah, basically she's a mimic, that's right.
Okay.
Well, something like this is good for sucking up a stinking cloud or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much is it? What is it? What you got? It is too bad we turned that Jeb boy back into a man, because then we would have him a girlfriend. Unless she's already married. Are you taken, dear?
Oh dear, I'm very committed in a committed relationship. Yes.
Oh, never mind. Good thing.
It's 125 gold pieces for the whiffing censer.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I get the feeling that Gaston has a hard time walking through the mall. All the
Yes.
people in the middle will pull him into the booth, and he's like, "Yeah, what's up?"
Yeah, like the Brookstone, he just can't stop playing with all the little gadgets and things.
Oh, look, they have T-shirt printing over there. We could get some custom T-shirts.
Of course, you can curl my hair.
Yes, God, that's exactly what Gaston needs. Gaston will come back to get that, because that's cool. And also, Zartok was talking about spells that he could cast where he poisons the whole room or whatever. And Gaston's like, "Oh, that's not cool that exists." Would it work on that spell, Mike? If Gaston talks about it, like not just, it won't work on Cloud Kill, or
it would work on Stinking Cloud. You think it might work on Cloud? Cloud Kill is more acid, but yeah. But I think that's right. But I don't know that it would work on. I don't think it would work on Cloud Kill.
It seems like it's more of an odor-based thing than a harm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just put it right next to Garrulous's bed.
Wow, that's a good idea. Oh, and
That's so
Gaston's a
mean.
bunk with him. Oh, this item's going up in value pretty quickly. All right, he may come back for this.
Mama Sass is going to wander over to the shoe place, the shoe booth. The booth with the shoes.
All right. Let's see. Bunley's Traveling Shoe Emporium. A decrepit figure stands before you. He looks so old that you hold your breath as you approach, lest a strong exhalation turn him to dust. A few gray wisps of hair lay limply at the side of his liver-spotted face, wrinkled like a Shar-Pei. That's a dog, right?
Yes.
Right.
A wrinkly one.
He reaches into a large sack at his side, retrieving the variety of footwear and footwear accessories he has for sale, his jowls flapping aggressively as he spits words at you.
I love that.
No looky-loos. Serious buyers only. Don't touch that unless you're going to buy it, you ungrateful little whelp. Show some respect for your elders.
He's saying this to Mama Sass.
Yes, to Mama Sass.
Mama Sass looks around confusedly, like, where's this little whelp that this old guy is talking to?
I'm talking to you, little lady.
I'm very confused by this conversation. What? I am in need of a good new pair of shoes. Are these good quality? Do they do stuff?
Are you trying to tell me my stuff is garbage?
I don't know. You won't let me touch them to see.
Oh, go ahead and touch them then. We got the springback heels. We got the boots of backtracking. We got the sandals of transposition. We got the tree ant shoehorn, and we got Edvard's black tentalaces.
That's awesome.
Okay, I'm ignoring the sandals. That is very much not Mama Sass's aesthetic. What were the others? There's the
springback heels.
Okay.
Boots of backtracking. The tree ant shoehorn. And Edvard's black tentalaces.
I'm going to look at the shoehorn because, you know.
That's so great.
A sturdy shoehorn made of redwood. As you examine it for a fleeting instant, you think you hear a distant, quiet whispering carried on the wind. And he sees you looking at it and says, "It's a shoehorn. What do you think it does? Pry your shoes off. You dance or something, kid? Good for giving a solid whack to misbehaving little trolls like yourself. Some tree hugger the other day told me he could hear the shoehorn speak or some drivel like that. What a load of horse manure. A dead tree is a dead tree."
Mama Sass is just gonna put it back down, and go for the first one, the spring heels. What was the first one?
Spring heels, right?
Yeah. Yes.
By the way, the price listed on the shoehorn is 2,000 gold pieces.
Oh God, is there a price listed on any of the shoes? What's the price on the spring heels? Like, should I just be walking away
The
now?
springback heels. So this is a pair of heeled boots made of a stylish red leather decorated with feathery embroidery. The heels seem to vibrate slightly with contained potential energy. And he says, the springback heels allow you to leap great distances and jump back to your feet instantly if you're ever knocked down. I never get knocked down, but you lazy kids are always sitting around doing nothing. If you got time to be prone, you got time to use the grindstone. That's what I always say.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Yes.
Price on those? Is there a listed price?
All right, hold on. Springback heels.
This is going to determine.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's see.
I might be walking away now.
3,000 gold.
Okay, I'm going to sit the shoes down and say, this is too rich for my blood, buddy. Look like nice shoes, though.
You should go get a job.
I've been trying. I got this benefactor who just is worthless. I'm trying to get money out of him, and I just can't get anything.
What about the sandals of transposition?
I mean, I'm not much one for sandals. What do they do?
This is one of my finest pieces. The sandals of transposition allow you to access the shoe weave, the arcane threads that lace all shoes to the material plane. Speak the magic words, and the sandals will allow you to instantly travel along the shoe weave, reappearing in any other pair of shoes nearby. Shoe magic at its finest. I doubt you'd appreciate their magnificence, though.
What if that pair of shoes is occupied?
They do work if the shoes are occupied.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's fun.
Will it jut the person out of their shoes?
If you use them, so you can teleport 60 feet, but you teleport to the target footwear space into the shoes, leaving your sandals behind. But if the shoe that you're targeting is occupied, the wearer must make a reflex save, and if they fail, then you swap positions.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's actually very cool.
That's
Yeah.
real
It
cool.
is very cool. It's very
That's
cool.
totally worth 2,000 gold pieces.
But then, does that guy have your sandals then?
Yes.
Did they just switch back?
Yeah.
They don't know what they do.
Okay. I think that's awesome. We should tell everyone else on the ship. Maybe somebody else has more money and they could come back and get these. It doesn't work with Gaston's outfit, so
Well, it's also a bit problematic because it will save one person from falling. I need
Yeah.
to save a whole crew from falling.
Yeah.
I just from a battle like tactics positioning power, like that's really really good.
Oh no, it's real good. For sure, neither of my characters have that kind of money. Combined,
think-
my characters don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, I don't think Aster would ever wear sandals.
It also doesn't work on creatures that don't wear shoes.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Well, Gramps, these are mighty fine-looking shoes, but I cannot afford them. So,
Ungrateful kids these days.
Mama Sass thanks him and wanders back to the others.
All right, you walk back to the others. There's still Jahan's monster bits and Ing's incredible items.
I'd like to try the sewer guy.
All right, and there's the sketchy-looking guy at Pip's boutique. All right, Ing's incredible items. Posted in front of a sewer drain in the back alley behind the market is a small furry humanoid wearing a bright red cloak.
Oh my god, what is he?
Her brown fur is matted and dirty with occasional trash and refuse sticking out of it. An assortment of rusty and damaged items are displayed atop an unfurled ratty bindle on the ground. She scrambles to attention excitedly as you approach and flashes a mischievous smile. Ah, customers. Yes, hello. Please look at incredible items. All of Ing's items incredible, but Ing is credible. Items immaculate and miraculous. Ing collect incredible items from all over the world. Please look and trade to Ing new incredible items.
Ing, hi. Do you
Hello
have
to
any-
you.
Do you have anything that might protect someone from great bodily harm when taking a very large fall?
No.
Oh. Well, thanks for your honesty.
I have catatonic utensils,
What?
master key, twice right watch, mirror of hindsight, and myopic orb.
What are catatonic utensils?
Careful, don't touch, very dangerous. Any who eat with deadly fork face untimely death. Dangerous, deadly, disastrous poison in every bite. Feed your enemies their doom. Leave room for dessert. It's more doom.
Wow. Ing, where do you get these things?
None of your business.
Oh.
I love your attention to detail, Mike.
Trade me for them.
I don't think I need to poison anyone.
Twice right watch. Ing always arrive fashionably late for meeting, and look at how well Ing doing for herself, Small business entrepreneur. Still, when timing important, pocket watch will help you think fast in deciding moments.
It's twice right because it's broken?
The pocket watch face is cracked, and the hands are stuck at 337.
Yeah.
Magic.
Is it?
I like that it is always tea time. Perfect.
Pretty mirror, scrying mirror, reveals alternative truths, what might have been. Peek at darkest timeline, or is this darkest timeline? Mirror tell all. They say learn from mistakes or curse to repeat. Or curse to repeat.
That is cool. How much is that one?
Let's see. The mirror of hindsight is...
We have a mirror that needs a partner.
Can you just put them across from each other?
Yes.
The mirror of
there's-
hindsight is 2,000 gold.
Yeah.
I get the feeling just from her other items is it just lets you see what's behind you. Like a normal mirror.
You could trade for her with something else if you wanted to.
Here is not trusting.
These items are not priced inappropriately, by the way.
No, they're.
Oh,
they're
no,
about
no.
right.
Be aware that if this thing is priced at 2,000 gold, it's worth 2,000 gold.
Okay. I wasn't quite trusting. How much is her broken watch worth?
Her broken watch, it is 1,800 gold pieces.
Okay. Tara, being Tara, is just like, yeah, this is just overpriced junk.
Okay.
All of this is so cool. We should go kill a dragon and come back.
We need a side quest, side adventure to make some money.
Yep. That's Ing is looking at you excitedly. What about you, little one? Little one, what thing? Trade me? Looking at Gaston.
I have I'm not sure. So I got a very large offer for this luck blade in Wrong Track. So, but I'm not sure even all of your items could even be worth this. So,
All of items, deal. We trade.
so this is one luck blade for your. Tell me again. Your
Catatonic utensils. Master key. Twice right watch. Mirror of hindsight. Myopic orb.
3 items for the luck blade. I don't think so. Do you have
That's
anything else?
5 items.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't count. So 3 is all I got. These are cool. All the items in here are cool. And Gaston only has 1 luck blade to rip someone off with.
I'm somewhat afraid of you using the catatonic utensils.
How likely is it that she'll kill Gaston?
That who will?
The
Person
shopkeeper.
when they
The Ing?
Yeah.
Oh, once she gets the blade? Is that what you
Yeah.
mean? Well, Tara's standing right there and Mama Sass too.
Okay. Feel like let's do it. Mike's letting it happen, so let's go for it.
You could, okay.
What are you gonna say, Chris? Go ahead.
I say you could peruse the other 2 shops first and present that deal.
No, she's a sucker. She's willing to. You can't leave a sucker.
Yeah, I don't,
Okay.
I don't know that the others will be willing to trade. We haven't heard anything about trade yet,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
I don't know if Mama Sass knows, but I would say Tara probably definitely doesn't know that there's anything wrong with this luck blade.
I don't think Mama Sass knows anything about it.
Okay, I think we have a deal.
Yes, very, very good deal. You take all things. She hands you, just shoves across the ground this pile of dirty things and takes your luck blade.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you. I'm going back to the ship now. Good luck, everyone else.
Yes, I go back to the sewer. Goodbye. And she disappears into the sewer.
Oh my God.
Okay, do you want to know what these things do?
Yeah, you can send them to me, I guess, or you can tell me whatever.
I don't know. Do you want to keep it secret from everybody else?
A little bit. Yeah.
A little bit.
and
Okay.
I don't know about those utensils, but you make sure you don't put them in the kitchens or anything.
If I could suggest we take headphones out and you tell Josh so that listeners can also know what's happening.
Okay.
I mean,
should we do
But
that?
then when we listen to the episode, won't we hear it
That's
anyway?
true.
Yeah, you'll find out later. I'll just send them to Josh here, and we can get Josh's reaction as I send him the catatonic utensils. I've just sent it to him over Zoom
Well, this is Zoom, huh?
as a chat message.
Oh, what a ghastly item. Okay.
God, I'm horrified.
And then the master key.
Tracker Jack. That master key sounds interesting to me, but I don't know what it does.
The twice right watch. Don't sleep on this one. This one is pretty awesome.
I mean, I feel like they're all going to be pretty great, but with weird ways.
You just go back in time to 3:30 every time you use it.
So this one, yes, this one requires attunement.
Yeah.
Okay.
The mirror of hindsight.
Hold on, I'm still reading the watch one.
Oh, okay.
You're going too fast. I read so slow, Mike. I'm sorry.
It's Gaston. Gaston's a slow reader.
Oh, that's cool. These are cool. The flavor of these are cool.
Yeah, the twice right watch is really very valuable.
It's neat.
That ability, additionally on your turn, you can use, right? That is, I mean, if I interpret that correctly, that is really powerful. Mirror of Hindsight, basically a free spell, powerful spell.
Yeah, that's cool. And that's nice because Gaston can't do this kind of stuff otherwise.
And then the Myopic Orb, I haven't even read that one yet.
I can't wait for you actually to bring Gaston into a combat and use these items.
Oh, cool. These are very Gaston-y items. This is
Yeah.
He picked the right one. Okay, awesome.
and you gave up a luck blade, which even without its wishes is a pretty sweet item.
That's true.
Okay, does anybody want to go to anybody else? The ones that are left are Pip's Boutique, operated by the shady-looking guy, and Jahan's Monster Bits.
I don't think I'm going to be able to afford anything, but I'll go over to the Monster Bits.
Okay. You see a rugged, scarred, and grizzled-looking adventurer decked out in weaponry and a no-nonsense attitude. She wears armor made of reptilian scales, lined with thick fur and a horned helmet. Her booth displays a mix of harvested monster parts, such as powdered bones, bottles of bodily fluids, and preserved poison sacks in jars, as well as the tools of the monster hunting trade. She glances at you as you approach, but appears more focused on the mixture inside the mortar and pestle that she's currently muddling.
Yeah, Mama Sass is going to look at the table and keep walking. It doesn't sound like anything that interests her.
Okay. Anybody else going to take a look, or moving on?
From afar, what does Pips have?
So you're looking down the alley. An energetic voice calls out to you as you're looking from in front of an abandoned, ransacked building on the periphery of the market. A figure wearing leather armor and a slimy smile stands beside a repurposed general store sign, painted over to read Pip's Boutique, where boutique is spelled Booteek. With a gloved hand, they beckon you towards the array of disparate items that they offer for sale.
Hey, you. Yeah, you with the heavy purse in need of lightning. Allow me to alleviate your burden of excess coin, and you in turn can assist me by taking one of these valuable items off my hands. I'm leaving town in the morning, and I can't carry all this stuff with me. Let's help each other out, yeah? We're all in this together.
And you can see some of the items that he has laid out. It looks like there's a large bag, like a sleeping bag, a silver ring, a spell book, some leather gloves, and some sort of spray bottle. Little, atomizer.
Do you have anything that would protect someone from great bodily harm when they take a very large drop?
Sure. Yeah, this, you could put a spell for that in this traveling spell book.
Do all spell books not travel?
Well, this one's easier, you know?
No, I actually don't know anything about spells.
Well, you got a good eye. I just got this in today. This tome of magical secrets is filled with only the most amazing and powerful spells. Bend reality to your whims. The elements are mere playthings before your arcane mastery. The previous owner assured me it would provide additional spellcasting power and even the power to divinate on distant individuals. They looked heartbroken to let it go, but I can be very convincing. Get it while you can. This one's gonna go fast.
I don't have any arcane powers.
Okay. Anybody else want to have the business engagement here? I got things to trade and nothing for looky-loos like you who are just gonna stand here and waste my time. Come on, I gotta get rid of this stuff. Anybody?
Sorry, I just ripped off someone else really bad, so I
Good job, buddy.
I can't do it again.
Yeah, nice work. Hey, that's good.
He offers you a high five.
He complimented him.
Gasson jumps up to do it.
He puts it in a reasonable height.
Count your fingers after you high-five him. He seems like the type.
Gasson can only count to 3.
Oh, dear.
He's got 3 fingers.
I cannot believe we did all this work to go shopping, and they don't even have what I need.
They had so many awesome things. This is your problem, it sounds like.
I mean, they were real expensive stuffs.
It's your problem too, Gaston. If the ship falls out of the sky, you're in the ship.
Maybe you should learn to cast Feather Fall like I can.
I don't think that's realistic.
So what do you want to do now? Aster. I guess I'll skip over to Aster. Aster, you and Iath are flying in their direction on the Pegasus, and you can see their ship has landed. It must have landed while you were doing your exploration.
Mike, as I'm flying with her, I'm singing. Hi.
Yes, I get it. Yep.
Oh,
I know
no,
where
what's
this
happening?
is going. I know where this is going.
Hold on. Let me center myself. And let me get Aster's voice again. Hello. Okay. I can show you the world. Glistening, sparkling, splendid. I'm done. Okay,
She pats you on the shoulder and says, "Yes, dear. I think 3 times was enough. That's probably good."
That's awesome.
Wow. Aster, darling, you are just killing it with her. You've got an edge. She loves you. I'm so impressed.
I know. I've never been so infatuated before.
So you can see below you your Spelljammer in the market square, and nearby, as you descend, you can see your party members going around from one vendor to another, doing some shopping. It looks like Gaston and Mama Sass and Tara.
Okay, so I'm still charmed, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to fly down towards them, and I'm going to ask my girl Syl to, like, flap her wings in a very majestic way and flutter gracefully, like, and aim herself towards the sun so that there's, like, a shine behind us as we descend towards our friends.
Okay.
Can that happen?
Sure. Yes. Sure, this happens. The rest of the party sees a large shadow of wings, and then Aster descends with Ayeth on the Pegasus,
All right.
making quite a dramatic entrance.
Tara is unsurprised.
Hello, everyone. What have you guys been up to?
Trying to do useful things.
Behaving ourselves, yes?
I did so much useful things, and then I quickly send a message to Papa Gaston. Like, immediately. Papa, I was on a romantic rendezvous with Ayeth here, and I think I finally found her, the one for me. It's a beautiful thing, Papa. Brings a tear to my eye.
Mama Sass is, while this is happening, in the background, taking Ayeth's hand and bending over it and kissing her hand. Lady Ayeth, it is an honor to see you again. I hope my little Aster has treated you right.
Oh, she's very polite. She says, "Well, it's a pleasure to see you again, dear. I hope you're enjoying the shopping here. And yes, your Aster is quite the charmer."
What does Papa say?
Gaston, he sounds nervous. He goes, "Oh, Hasta." How many words has he got? Is it just brief? What's a
It's like
long
it's
message?
just whispering
I
back
think
to
message
each
is
other.
spot,
Okay.
like there's no limit on message, I think.
Yeah, message, you can say what you want.
Oh, gotcha. Hasta, I am so sorry. I should have told you about this so long ago, but okay, here goes nothing. The birds and the bees. So that's the route. Gaston will take that until Aster stops him.
The birds and the bees. And then I guess we go into like a few
I'm not going
minutes.
to roleplay that for this one.
You see, son. Okay. I'm going to have wide eyes for a second. I'm going to go, okay, I think I knew most of that. But I appreciate the learning, Papa.
I'm so glad we could have this talk after so long.
I get off and I go, Lady Ayeth, would you mind if I talk to my friends real quick?
Oh, no, of course not. Any friends of yours are friends of mine. I mean, am I excluded from this conversation?
No, of course. I just don't want to leave your side unless it's okay with you.
Oh, well, I'm eager to talk to your friends as well. We have to plan for the dinner tonight.
That's true. Well, follow me. Hi, everybody.
I didn't think we were cooking.
Oh,
no,
no,
we're the
not
guests
cooking.
of honor.
We're not cooking food. We might be cooking up a plan.
What?
Yeah.
We have got to convince the Sorcerer Queen that your plan to take over Kent is a good one.
Aren't you her advisor?
Yes, but I'm only one of her advisors. It's an entire council, and we've got to get the majority of them to side with us. And our arguments will be crucial in doing this. We need to make sure that she takes advantage of this opportunity to seize Kent while it's available.
But that's not what we're doing right now.
Well, right now you're shopping, of course, but you're invited to dinner, as you may recall.
Well, we said we would help her with Kent after, the whole Dorvit thing. That's the step one.
Did you say that?
Did we say that?
Yeah, we don't need to go capture Kent right now. We need to go stop the attack on Dorvit because we don't want them to have ships.
Oh,
All
but
right.
I think that if they were to attack Kent, then they would end the siege on Dorvet. So I think one does the other, right? Yes?
That's possible, yes. I think you could make a strong case that by attacking Kent and taking it over, you would lure away some of the forces attacking Dorvet. And that would, I think, solve both problems.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes,
Makes total sense to me.
I think that that's a persuasive argument. Also, I think that if Kent is currently lightly defended, I think you could make a good case that it would be relatively easy to take, and she would then be free to assist in your plan to liberate Dorvet.
But I don't know that she would do that then.
Well, that would be the terms of the deal that you would strike, I suppose.
Mike, didn't the queen like the idea of attacking Dorvet because we would put her as like a ruling?
That was for Kent. She was really keen in taking over Kent.
Oh, so it was for
Well,
Kent.
I mean,
Okay.
I think the conversation that I remember having was, again, if she helped us with Dorvet, then Kent would need a ruler because, there's no more ruler there, and we would help her with that.
So she is interested in this plan, but she wants to discuss it at dinner.
Yeah. Her
Okay.
advisor seems to think Kent comes first, and Tara does not.
So Ayath is telling you that she hasn't committed to this plan. She's interested, and that she will need further persuasion, and that being able to take over Kent is crucial. That's what she's interested in.
Yeah.
Ayath
Yeah,
or
I-
Levestra? Is this
Lebestra.
Ayath?
That's what
Okay.
Lebestra wants. Lebestra
Okay.
wants to take over Kent, and Ayath thinks it's a really good idea.
Okay.
All right, so what do you want to do now?
I was wondering, before we go to the planning stages and going back to our ship, could I quickly just peruse the shops just real fast?
Of course, dear.
Fast forward.
I just want to look at the shoe shop and see if there's anything under 300. And if there's not, you could tell me, right? And I'll avoid that.
The shoe shop. Let's see if
I don't
there's...
think there
There
is
for
anything.
sure is not. The shoe horn was $3,000, 3,000 gold.
The boots of backtracking are actually 200 gold.
Okay, darn it, does Sigbert have these?
I donated some of our items, and that was one of Sigbert's items that made it into the list.
Oh, so he doesn't have this anymore?
Oh, he does have it.
Oh. Never mind. Never mind. I'm trying to get a discount on some glamored armor.
Oh no, he doesn't have that. It's just the boots of backtracking are affordable. The tentalaces are way too expensive.
Okay. I'm specifically looking, just for you to know, for something that I think Sigbert might not have and could be used as a trading or a hefty
Oh,
discount.
I see. Well, there's nothing here that you can afford.
Okay. That's everything for me. Are we ready to go?
All set.
All right.
Yes.
Is this same group returning to the castle then? The palace?
It seems like we go to our ship first.
Okay. You want to go to your ship first. It's right nearby. So you walk over to your ship. Again, Edgar escorts you along with his soldiers. He's very respectful to Ayath, of course. And Ayath accompanies you and says, I've not been on a spelljammer for quite a long time. If you don't mind, I'd like to go along.
I'm okay with that. You can go anywhere I go.
Of course, dear. And she puts her arm through yours.
I blush a
You're
little.
responsible for Aster.
Yeah. I mean, she's a wonderful, forthright individual. She has totally got my backing.
Okay. What do you want to do when you get on your ship?
I will regretfully announce that I was unable to find any featherfall potions or other such items that a group could use to not fall out of the sky.
All right.
And this whole trip has been a bust.
Well, Lumpin
I
says...
disagree.
Lumpin says, I've been trying to learn Featherfall. That would help. Somebody could just tug me into their pants or something.
Yes, that would be great. Lumpin, thank you so much for helping the crew.
Anytime.
Can I just quickly walk past that mirror with Aya?
Oh, sure.
Towards my room to show her my bird. This is my bird.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, you walk past the mirror and you hear, well, hello.
Oh, who's this friend you brought along?
The most beautiful woman in all of Jabber Orb?
Well, I can't argue with that, dear. Nicely done. How did you swing this one?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Ayeth looks a little confused.
Oh, this is our talking mirror.
Yes. Well, let's go, dear. I'm not interested in this.
Yeah. I just want to show you something real quick. I open my room, but I'm like, but don't get the wrong idea. I open the door.
It is a dorm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not
You
impressed.
don't have a room. There's a common area
Yeah.
with multiple beds.
And then
I think you were keeping your bird in the hold, though, weren't you?
was I?
I thought you were. Maybe not.
Oh,
think
I think
so.
I was keeping Sylphonia in the hold,
Oh,
right?
maybe that's it.
Maybe. Okay.
So-
Well, in any case, you find Alucard, the parrot.
I tap on my shoulder to see if it will come to it.
It hasn't learned the fly to your shoulder yet, but it does say, Glass Guardians. Cool.
Huh?
Kill them all.
What do you think? I've been teaching it some words. That last part, I did not teach it.
She walks up to the bird and she says, This is amazing. It's beautiful.
Right?
Aster, this is the most beautiful bird I've ever seen. I love it.
You're the
It's-
first person to say that.
It's amazing. The black and the red. Oh, it's perfect. What's its name?
Alucard.
Oh, it's perfect in every way.
Well, thank you. Ha! Alucard, you see that? You've got an admirer, buddy.
I'm speechless. It really is. Oh, it's amazing. She reaches out to try to pet it, and the bird doesn't seem too keen on it.
Okay.
But it doesn't bite her. But she says, "Oh well, I can see he's maybe not the friendliest."
No.
And the bird says, "I'll kill all of them. Kill all."
God.
And she says, "Well, maybe its speech could be refined somewhat, but oh, it's amazing. I love this."
Yeah, I'm working on it. We got it from a pirate base, so I've got to
Oh,
retrain
that
it.
makes sense.
Yep.
I see.
Well, anyway,
Huh.
we can go back. I just wanted to show you a little piece of my life. I'll walk through my journey.
Well, that's very impressive. And as you leave back out of the room, she's casting a glance over her shoulder back at this bird.
Oh,
Really, very impressive.
yeah. I'll teach you some more stuff. I close the door and lead her back towards the others.
Okay. So what's everyone planning? What is the captain arranging here?
I'd like to ask Ayeth something.
All right, she returns with Aster, and I guess they'll meet you on the bridge where the spelljamming throne is and where Zartok is.
Does the Sorcerer Queen worship the far off one? Or any god at all?
Yes, she is a follower of the far off one, yes.
Well, I can say that when we talk plans, we were told specifically by the far off one that Lavarian is he's planning to take over every area of the world, which would include eventually Derfolk. So really, it is in her interest to stop him now because he's not going to stop at all of Gimmigan, even.
What do you know about this Lavarian fellow? I know very little of him.
I know too much and not enough. I know that he is, he really wants to be in charge, and he has some sort of personal vendetta against Ardala Ravella, and that he just wants to take over everything, and that he likes to trick people.
And he has a wand of ice.
Oh, yeah, and he has this super powerful wand, and it summons, like, ice giants and yetis and, all kinds of terrible things.
Interesting. Yes, that comports with some of what we've heard. And is your plan to defeat him then?
Yes, most definitely.
I see. And you're hoping that an army could perhaps distract his army, and you would then be able to attack him and defeat him and his allies. I see. This all sounds quite reasonable. I think it's a smart plan. What do you need from me?
Well, would saying that we spoke to the far off one be convincing for her? I mean, it is if she worships as the goddess, and that's what the goddess told us. Then, I mean, I don't know how to prove that she did. I don't know. She could pray. I don't know how that works.
I'm also concerned about that. How would you prove that you had done so? In some sense, she has also spoken to the far off one, as have all the people who pray to her.
But we spoke to her face in her swamp.
Oh, I see. But you don't have any proof of this.
She gave Zartok a cool wand or something, but it's not like signed personally by her or anything.
She also gave Zartok a bag full of magic jars.
I know, but I don't necessarily want to show that part.
I'm just reminding everyone and the listeners. Well, I'm afraid if you don't have any evidence to back it up, it probably wouldn't be a good thing to bring up.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she can not trust us if she wants to, but it's a fact. I'll certainly bring it up. Unless you think she'd be offended.
Bringing up something unverifiable might weaken the argument rather than strengthening it. Well, I was hoping to talk about what your charming friend here and I had learned. We think we have some ideas about how we could persuade some of the other council members. Isn't that right, Aster?
Yes. We've gathered quite a lot of intel.
Yes. We don't need to go into how we found out these things, of course.
No, of course not.
But we have some information. There are several council members. I should go over them with you, if that's all right with everyone.
Okay.
Let's see. There's first Oswin. Oswin is the oldest counselor and something of a sycophant. I think it's for Oswin. Well, what would you say, Aster? I mean, as I mentioned, Oswin will pretty much go along with anything that the Sorcerer Queen says.
Even if he didn't, Lady Ayeth, we did find intel on what he likes to do recreationally. Seems
That's
quite
true.
obsessed.
Yes. He's definitely obsessed with her, although not necessarily in a romantic way. I think he seeks her approval. If we can find some way to persuade him that her approval would come from supporting this arrangement, then I think we would get him on our side. Although he pretty much goes along with whatever she wants. So if we can persuade her, he will just support whatever the Sorcerer Queen says.
He seems useless then.
Yes. The next council member is Aldrich. She is a priestess of Praised and Sharp, and she is a strong supporter of the current policy of careful defense and non-intervention. She will not be easily persuaded to intervene in the affairs of Kent or in the affairs of Dorvit. She would prefer to keep with the current policy of not intervening and playing them against each other.
And
so that would be difficult.
Yeah, and we didn't find much on her.
No, there wasn't much in there.
She's going to be quite the hurdle for us. But we just need the majority, correct?
Correct. The next person is Sun Gifu. He is a human cleric of Assembler in the Square. He is open-minded, willing to listen to argument, but extremely sharp. He leans toward maintaining the past policy as well, because it's been so successful, but he is open to persuasion. His primary concern will probably be what the people think. Another important council member, of course, is Ilifar. Ilifar is a male elven wizard of unknown age. I don't have any idea how old he might be. I think it's fair to say, Aster, what would you say? How would you summarize what we learned about him?
He is quite the connoisseur of magical artifacts and items. And based on what you told me, Lady Ayeth, we would need to persuade him with something of benefit for him. And I suggested we could maybe find magical items when we invade and present it to him as a gift for his support.
Yes, if we can somehow persuade him that there will be magic paraphernalia, magical items, magical treasure of some sort that would be his if we were to invade Kent, and of course your further plans for Dorvit, I think that would be the best strategy for him. And of course there's me as well. I am the seneschal, and I am already on your side.
What convinced you?
That's a good question.
Well, your handsome fellow here, of course.
Oh, shucks.
But I think it's simply a good idea. I think it simply is an opportunity. The queen has been extremely patient in watching and waiting for the right opportunity, and she has been waiting for a long time for this chance to gain territory, and in fact, gain this most useful, valuable territory, the city of Kent, which would give us exclusive control over the canal.
When you say that the guy, the Sunifer,
Sungifu?
yeah, that guy, he's going to care most about what the people think. What do you think the people will think? I don't. We haven't had much opportunity to interact with the people of your city.
It's a good question.
Well, that's a good question. You're absolutely right, Asta. It's an excellent question. I think that it is fair to say that in general, they are happy with the way things are currently going and not interested in an expansion. However, I think that once the opportunity was taken advantage of and the benefits of it became clear, I think that they would become strong supporters.
Have they heard about Lavarian and his army? And, do they have any uncertainty or fear or worry of it? I mean,
Well, everyone's heard about this army, of course, but it has gone in the opposite direction from us, and so it has not really caused much concern here. And everyone has great confidence in the military. We're not terribly, I would guess, if I were to survey the people around here, I would guess they are not terribly concerned with the army coming this direction. There is some concern, but I think it would be fair to say that sending the army there to attack would probably not be their preferred first choice of action. That doesn't mean it's not the right one. These are mostly ill-educated peasants. They don't know about these things.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Lady Ayeth, Terra is quite wise. Maybe the people would be more in support if we took Dorvit first. Open up our lines, expand our nation, or this nation. That way attacking Kent would be much easier once we have more resources.
I think that is a possible argument that we could make. I think the easier argument to make is to take Kent and see how it goes, and then go from there to Dorvit. But if you wanted to try to make the other argument and say that, we attack Dorvit first, and in return, we will help you take Kent, I think that will also be acceptable, but it would be a harder case to make.
And to be clear, when we say attack Dorvit, I mean attack Lavarian's forces.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Because Lavarian hasn't, as far as we know, taken Dorvit yet. So they are, I guess, sieging Dorvit, and we would then approach that army that doesn't have defenses from that side, presumably.
I understand.
And then, at that point, when Lavarian's gone, all things go well, Kent is just in need of a ruler.
So is this the plan? We're going to try to make sure everyone's on board and we're good to go with whatever the night will take us.
That sounds wonderful. And she winks at Aster.
What was the deal with the one lady that would be hard to convince? What is
She just simply wouldn't be interested.
Is this going to come down to sort of a majority vote, we think, or is this
Yes.
unanimous? Okay.
Yeah, it's Aldrich.
We don't require unanimity, but you do require a majority.
I see.
Aldrich would be the hardest. I believe she's a halfling.
Correct.
We should probably dress fancy.
Yes, of course. I think probably just cleaning up a bit might do it. Some of you are quite elegantly dressed as it is. And you can bring your whole crew if you like, or just bring whoever you think is most persuasive.
Oh, well, our Captain Terra is quite persuasive. I am as well, but usually she takes the lead on these things, so having Terra with us would be quite the boon.
Yes, I was planning on going.
Yes, I can see that she's got that certain elegant, dignified authority about her.
Certain people, for the sake of the ship, will, remain here.
Of course. And it will remain under guard as well. What's the plan? Who's going?
Well, of course I am.
Yep, Aster and Tara are going. Is it going to be Mama Sass and Gaston again?
I mean, Gaston has to go. It's a dinner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, Mama Sass is all in, and Coral does not want to go. So, yes.
Okay,
I go.
cool.
How long is this charm? Am I still affected?
You are still affected.
Darn it.
Is Zartok coming?
I guess not.
If you want to bring Zartok and Gaston, you can do that. Generally, when there's combat to be that would happen, I would say just bring one of them. But this is a social encounter. If you wanted to bring him, you may.
Let's not.
Okay.
Hera wanted to bring Zartok.
Oh, you do want to bring Zartok?
Yeah, I mean, well, Zartok hasn't been involved in this, and she is, she feels that he, as the wise one, is someone who should be involved in
Wow,
this.
that's messed up. Okay.
You don't think Papa Gaston is wise?
If Mike will allow it to happen, then sure. We can.
Yeah.
As Zartok
Yeah,
will
fine.
do his normal, I want to go, and then whatever, and then I'll end up going.
Yeah, so Tara's going to be like, no, yeah, you need to be here.
Let me just double the number of monsters here. Just hang on a moment. Let me make some alterations.
It's rude.
Hey, Astel, I have
Rude. She
I have a
just-
plan, Astel. Can you make things look different, like illusion stuff?
Yes, I have the spell or cantrip minor illusion.
Oh, I have that too.
Well, what
You
would
have
you
a-
like me to do?
So look at this. I just got this. This is so cool. Okay,
Oh.
he pulls out his little bag of stuff he just got. Okay, so I have this. I have this set of utensils, and so
Okay.
we're
Oh my
going to
God.
give this to that one lady. So but it looks rusty. She's not going to use it. So we need to make it look not so like it looks. So she will use it.
I can use I can use one of my cantrips to make it cleaner.
Wait, what? I'm not clear. Which cantrip would that be?
Hold on.
Is it prestidigitation?
Yeah, I just hear say the stupid cantrip.
Well, you have to say the spell if you're going to cast it.
Yeah, it's like an anime. When you cast the spell, you got to say the spell's name.
Okay, wait, this conversation, is this happening around Tara?
No. Gaston took me to the side, it sounds like.
Okay, oh god.
And I don't know what the heck he's
Business.
talking about. Yeah, the cantrip prestidigitation. That spell.
Oh, I think you nailed it.
Did I? Oh.
No, I'm shaking my head,
You-
but Gaston's fine with
You
it.
lost a T. Or a D. I don't know. Prestidigitation.
Whatever.
The more you say it, the more confused I am about how to say
Yeah,
it.
it's losing its meaning. When you say a word too many times.
I just try to snap my fingers to make it happen. Anyway, that spell, I can use it to try to clean the utensils. Why? What do these utensils do?
Well, I guess try it. So they're kind of rusty. I'm not sure that spell is strong enough to get rid of this rust look. Yeah, give it a try. Yeah, say the word. Go.
Hold on, let me read it off of my
Oh,
thing.
it's not working.
Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
Oh man, I think that I'm not sure. That
Prestidigitation. Huh?
There we
Hey,
go.
you got
Oh my
it.
God.
does the world explode?
All right. You know what? Just for doing that, I'm going to say it worked and cleaned up the utensils. You said it right.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to. Oh, this has worked. You're brilliant, my boy. So I will.
Thank you, Papa.
Switch out her utensils for these, and then she'll take a nap, and she won't be able to impart her negative opinions in the whole matter.
So these utensils put you to sleep?
Oh yes, they're sleepy. They're nap time for.
Okay. Yeah, I trust you, Papa.
Yes. Okay, so that is part of my plan. Sound good?
Yeah, do you want to do the swap or do you want me to do the swap?
I am, but yeah, I can do the swap. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you can do a distraction, like, so you say, before they start eating the first meal, you do, I'm going to do a show. You do Astel and I'll do Gaston.
I like it. Ooh.
Cool.
This is one of our moves. The
Yes.
short and tall switch. Switcheroo.
The short and tall switch, of course. Yes, we have so many times. Okay, so I'll know when you start to play it, but make sure it's before they eat, because if I do it, it's not really going to work.
All right.
Let me point out that this knife and fork is a collapsible knife and fork with a broken latch.
Oh.
So it's going to look a little bit odd compared to the other cutlery, but maybe she won't notice.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Okay.
I got to use the item I just got. Come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, I hope we don't die at this dinner.
Is there anything else you want to plan?
No. I'm just going to walk up to Zartok, my best friend in the whole world, right now, currently.
Wow.
Hi. Yo, Zartok. How have you been, buddy?
I forget our dude's voice. Yeah, I think that's close. Yeah, what's up? Yep,
I think that's right. I've been telling everybody, so I feel like you should be a part of this conversation too. I think I found the love of my life, Zartok. Yep. Do you see her? Look how pretty she is. She's also quite nice.
Yeah, I'm good for you, mate. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think of her?
Wonderful, I guess. I mean, just make sure to come up with a prenuptial arrangement.
Uh-oh.
Highly recommended. From experience.
Arrangement.
Yep. Is that a thing? Has that been invented? I'm not sure. It makes sense.
There are such things.
How would one?
Yeah, there are such things.
I'm getting a thumbs up from my attorney. Yep. It's real.
How would one go about that?
It's essentially just an agreement before the marriage.
Okay. That she's going to actually marry me?
Sure, you can put that in there. Yeah, just, terms in general. And, in case the marriage doesn't work out, you can, it's terms for separation, etc. I know you're blinded by luck at the moment, but when things, time has a way of washing away this feeling you're having.
You're going to have to help me because I do not see anything wrong with Lady Ayeth. She's quite the perfect individual. Maybe too perfect. Whatever. Those people do exist.
Two perfect people exist?
Perfect people exist. Maybe somewhere out there.
I don't think you're correct.
Oh, I don't know.
Mike, is there in other rules there's like skills you can, and this is metagaming. I'm asking you to metagame with me. There's ways to roll to see if someone's enchanted or not, if they're acting different. Now, Aster's not really acting different in this case, so I don't really care. But you would normally roll like insight or something, see if they're acting funny.
You could try to roll insight if you want and see if you pick up on anything, and it would be an opposed roll, and I will not tell you how that's going to work. But if you want to, you could make an insight check. Okay.
This would be passive on Zartok's part. Chris didn't make Aster do anything that would give it away.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Aster is always flirty, but also Aster wouldn't be this erratic.
All right, it's only a 13, so.
All right. Let's see what the opposed number is. It is 15. Okay. So nope, you don't pick up on anything.
So anyway, I'm happy that you found someone nice. Remember, she's got to like you back. I hope that's obvious.
It feels like she likes me.
Okay, you're great.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get a better read on her at the dinner then, and I'll.
Yeah.
Why do you want to tell me this anyway? What's the purpose? What's your purpose of informing me of your puppy love?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
what do you want? What do you want from me? You want advice other than the prenuptial thing?
Well, I wanted some advice because you seem like a pretty smooth operator. You're cool and mysterious and all that jazz. But also because I don't know, I thought we were friends.
Oh,
maybe?
Sure. Yeah, I'm happy for you, mate. I think that talk to me in 12 months.
Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds about right.
You got the next 12 months. You got it on your own. You're good. But 12 months from now, you're going to need my advice.
Sure.
Yep.
All right. You're going to love her.
Sure.
But don't take her from me.
Not interested.
I know you're not. I'm just joking.
Anything else you want to do in advance of this dinner? I assume you get dressed up nicely. Does Mama Sass have nice clothes?
Mama Sass does clean up, which means that she cleans her axe. She does not have nicer clothes. When we're almost there, she'll cast Disguise Self to change her clothes so that they're very bright and colorful. Does that work? Disguise Self change?
Well, Ayeth was going to offer to help you get dressed up a bit.
Mama Sass will accept it, but she is not willing to. Oh, I don't wear armor. She is not willing to leave her axe. As long as she can carry her axe, she's fine.
Okay, sure. You keep your axe, but she's going to go, while we're out here on the town, why don't we see if we can't find a nice gown for you, dear?
Mama Sass in a gown? Amazing.
I'm not much one for dresses, but if you think it would look nice, I'd be willing to try something.
She'd probably look good in a suit.
I think we can find something that works. Right, Aster?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's see how well that goes. All right, so Ayeth manages to find just the right evening gown for Mama Sass. What does that look like?
I'm gonna say it's black. Sequins, like it's sparkly.
Okay.
Long, like it's full length. And like not spaghetti straps, but no sleeves. Showing off the muscles. She's real proud of her arms. And a slit pretty far up one leg.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Mama Sass, you look beautiful.
Thanks, Asher. I haven't gotten gussied up like this in some time. It's nice.
You're going to spin some heads until they snap.
That is an appropriate Mama Sass compliment.
Or snap some heads and make them spin, one or the other.
If we get bored, maybe afterwards.
So, anything else you want to do to prepare?
I'm just going to cast the peace spell.
Okay.
on
Wait,
everybody.
The P spell or the P spell?
Yeah, that makes it sound real
cast
weird.
both P spells.
I can't make you soil yourself. Cast prestidigitation.
Oh, no.
One of those. I just quickly clean everybody. I hate this spell.
Okay.
But I love it.
All right, you clean up.
Tara is already clean.
She's immaculate at all times, unless covered in monster gore. You make your way back to the palace.
So we're like dressed normally, except Mama Sass, who is in an elaborate gown.
Matching puffy shirts for Gassa and Aster.
Yes.
Well, I assume everybody cleans up a little bit. Mama Sass, I think, based on her character art, had the clothes that were least dressy. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the party has decided who is going to this dinner. It's going to be Tara, of course, leading the group, Aster and the Queen Seneschal Ayeth, and then Mama Sass and both Papa Gaston and Zartok.
Is your
All right.
voice running out, Josh?
Yeah, I'm slowly losing my will to live. That's what that is.
Well, that's dark.
Sorry.
Stark.
That's not show related. Let's
Yeah.
roll for
Maybe
it.
you could use the 9 lives then.
Yeah, me myself. That would suck. You lose the will to live and your item brings you back to life. No.
So, what does Tara think about Lady Ayeth? Ashley.
I think that she is fine. I mean,
Is she
she's
enamored like Mama Sass and
not even remotely. No.
Oh, okay. Not captivated by her presence or looks or anything like that.
No. I mean, she's fine. She's helpful.
I wanted to know why you made a face in the room when we first met her, when she was being super inappropriately flirty with me.
Oh,
With
because
Aster.
she was being super inappropriately flirty with Aster, and it was annoying. And then Aster is incredibly susceptible to that.
I am very susceptible. No, not me. Chris is not. Aster, very much so.
And then also, I believe she introduced Chris first, or not Chris. Sorry, you messed me up. She introduced Aster first, and Dara's like, "What the hell?"
Awesome.
I can't wait until we get to those. What does so and so think about so and so questions that they were talking about in like the into show questions? I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those are fun.
What does so and so like least about so and so or whatever? That was fun.
Yeah.